Okay. So again, another thing with the tech fail. So I have people that I can't see, and you guys get to look at me in the up little screen here, I think, how it's going to record. But the next card that we're going to do is just a real simple thing. Now, we've already inked on our first card. We were inking directly onto an embossing folder and creating an ombre effect. This one, we're going to be using an embossing folder with designer series paper, which is any scrapbook. You know, ours is designer series or DSP, but just scrapbook paper or pretty paper that you have. I want to show you something I did, and it just really depends. And I did this learning how not to do it, I guess. I had an embossing folder that I used. This one is Old World paper, which I love. It's got those fun ripples and textures. And then I used some designer paper and created this kind of wintry, wrinkly look. So I was like, I need to have something closer up for the card to have the effect that I wanted. So a tighter effect really works, I think, better. So used the Ornate Floral 3D. I love these little flower little things. And when I made the card, you can see, I'll tilt it so you can see all the wonderful texture it added. And then by sponging a little bit from the sides coming down, it kind of creates this nice little aura thing. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get started. And you'll need your paper, your designer paper. And again, I'm using First Frost, which is retiring, and it has the wonderful the silver end on it. And I'm using Purple Posy, and I'm using Ink Seaside Spray that I'm going to lightly rub on top. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is pull you down here. And I am going to put this in my embossing folder. And I always check to make sure, like, okay, is this down? You know, because I want it to be raised on this surface. I don't want it debossed. So I put my finger here and okay, that's the bumpy side. So that's going to push up through that. So I'm putting it like this, right? So I know my bumps are going to raise up. And I am going to run it through off screen. I apologize, but just cranking it through my embossing machine. And then I pull it out. So you could do this with really any paper. Oh, that's just gorgeous. I ran out of the one, this one. So I thought, yeah, I'm just going to try it with this other piece. So you can see the wonderful texture that I have. Hopefully that shows up. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to take a coordinating color to my paper. And this one happens to be Seaside Spray. So what I like to do is I never like to go straight from here to here because it could be splotchy. So, and it just depends how much ink I have on that. So I'm going to just kind of come around, coming in. I'm doing like little from the edge. And let's see if that, there we go. Okay, you may or may not be able to see that very well, but you can see how I kind of left a little bit here. So it kind of goes in from the edges to whatever. I can make it darker or lighter as I please, but I'm happy with that. So I'm using a stamp set. I love this. Hold on to hope. Yes, this is a wooden one. I got this set before they discontinued the wood for Stampin' Up. But I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. Isaiah 46, verse 4. I just like that, and I thought this could be a really neat encouragement card for somebody that is down and out, right? So I'm gonna do this now. I boo-booed in your kits. I made yours bigger, and then you can trim it down. The reason I wanted mine smaller was because I wanted to show more of my artwork around it. However, that creates a problem. If I'm inking, it's like, I can't see. That's the blessing and the curse of the wood block. So I'm just going to lay it like this. If you have any wood block stamps, then this might be a way to do it. And I'm just going to rub on it. Hopefully it's not crooked. But, I have two sides. It's not crooked. Wow. Okay. So just to put this onto my card, I am going to use liquid glue. Last time I did it with the last card, I did it with runner tape, mono adhesive, whatever your term is that you want to call it. I'm putting this on. Let's see. Do I want it to go up or do I want it to go down? That's a decision thing. I'm just going to do it this way. Make sure, okay. Always make sure that you are doing it to the right side of your card. I mean, how many of us have ever put it on the wrong side and the backwards way, and then it's like, oh, great, that wasn't a good thing. I'm sure I can't be the only one that's ever done that. Please tell me I'm not the only one that's done that. Okay. So now, you can finish your card off with whatever you want to finish it off with, a sentiment of sorts, as in this case, how high or low you want to put that on your card is up to you. But the beauty of the card is all in the embossed paper and then the bringing it out with even more dimension by, oh, you know what? I'm just going to put this down here just because it's different. I like that. Oh, okay. So let's see if I can get this in here so you can see it. Oh, well. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of low, but I did that on purpose. I could add a little bling. I could put a ribbon or whatever, but I just kind of wanted it just a little bit of a different look, right? I wanted this to kind of cascade up and then have this be down here like it. I'm covering up for a boo-boo. So anyway, your card is what you want to make it. And, look around your stamp room, and I'm sure you've got paper that's just dying to be embossed and new creations and new life given to it. Because when you emboss this stuff, it just goes to whole new places. All right, I am going to stop recording and I can't wait to see your projects.